Okay folks, I am the Photo Gamer and welcome back to some more long dark survival mode. Yes, it has been a little while, I am very sorry. Life got very busy, we've been doing some other stuff as well. You've hopefully seen the Minecraft videos that we've got going on, and a few other bits and bobs as well, hopefully. So we are, however, back now in the long dark, and I am pretty much picking up from where I left off at the end of the last video, if you remember. At the end of the last video, we came back with our loot, with all the meat and things we got from the deer, and we had to come back via the bank and get back into the house. So that is where we are now. We're on day 22 of this particular playthrough. So we're still early days for what we're aiming for. The target is 100 days. Which I still haven't managed to do, which is very embarrassing for someone who's been playing this game for so long. It's usually because I get bored and I want to start again, start fresh, and have all those exciting new adventures again. But we're going to keep this one running. We're going to head for 100 days. So we're about a quarter of the way through in the grand scheme of things of where we're aiming for. So that is where we are at. So we've got a bit of housekeeping stuff to do. Now, you know me, I normally skip this, but I'm actually going to show you because we've got quite a lot to do cooking-wise. I have already dropped all of the hides and everything on the floor, so they're already around curing and doing various things. Just make sure I actually move them in here. So we've got a couple of deer hides here. We've got a lot of wolf pelts. And we've got a lot of deer meat that we're now carrying. So what I am going to do is do a massive cook-off. We are roughly midday, but we are going to do this cook-off now. So let's just grab some fuel. I'm hoping I've got a decent amount, actually. Ooh, I am actually a bit short of firewood. To do a big cook-off. It's not the end of the world. We can, of course, make some more. I'm just going to lose a bit of time. I am hungry, but I'm not too worried about that. So let's just break down these chairs. So this is our firewood gathering tactic. Is easily available firewood for use in long duration fires where you're not too bothered about sort of getting it started and all that. You've got some stuff to get it going.
Carry this load for much longer.
Reclaim wood from around the buildings. Okay, so I'm going to take charcoal because that will let us do some map making, which we haven't really done as much of as I was intending to. We're going to get this going with a stick because that gives us the highest chance of success, and I'm going to use my fire striker as well just to increase the chances of getting this lit. I've got lots and lots of cooking pots. I've got 5 of them knocking about the place on this stove here, so that means that I can cook quite a lot at the same time, although I actually don't think I need cooking pots to be able to cook meat. I think I can just cook that straight on the stove, but
oh yeah,
that's
a good
obviously we're only going to get a short fire unless we put some fuel on it, so I'm going to use the reclaimed wood, and I'm basically going to dump all of that reclaimed wood on this fire. So we're going to give ourselves a 5-hour fire, and let's get cooking. So obviously one of our biggest benefits here is that I can cook quite a lot of things at the same time, which really does. That's a small piece, we won't worry about that. We won't worry about the small pieces right now, we'll just do the larger pieces. So see this, that's 2 small pieces. I think I can cook straight on the top here. I don't think I need a cooking pot. Yeah, there we go, but it's going to take longer. I've got to bear in mind that one there is going to take a bit longer. So that's basically how we can go ahead and do this. So that's just awesome, isn't it? We can cook so much in such a short amount of time. Probably didn't need that 5-hour duration fire, but we'll use it to make some water. So we're not going to waste it. So what I'm going to do, we'll just go through all of this, and then I shall see you on the other side when this is all done. And we're probably going to be in the following day because we're going to get quite close to night time. And then we'll see what we can think of to do next. Okay, well, welcome back. It is the following morning. You can hear outside, though, the weather does not sound very nice at all. So we're now on day 23. I have done an awful lot. I have cooked... Whoops, daisies. I have cooked all of the meat. It's all in this storage container. I also made a whole load of water on there as well. I also put a whole load more on, but unfortunately the fire ran out just before it finished boiling. So unfortunately we're going to have to continue with that when I relight the fire. But I'm not going to bother doing that specially. We'll do that when we're ready. So we're pretty much okay in here, actually. We've slept through the night. I ate 3 pieces of that meat, and I actually noticed something I'd not spotted before, so I think this is a relatively recent update. I ate the 3 pieces of meat, which took me all the way to the top of the hunger bar, but what I noticed I got a little bit left over. So it looks like, certainly with meat, I don't know if it's the same for other things, if you hit the top of the hunger bar, you can't take on any more. It seems to save what's left, what you didn't use, which it never used to do. So that's a new little addition. I don't know how long that's been like that, but that is certainly what it seems to be. And just as I finished saying that, it stops making a horrible wind noise, so hopefully that means we can go outside. Now, I just wanted to go and check something, because I had a bit of a thought in my head when I was sort of going through the night and everything. I said at the beginning of this video we brought all the bits of the deer back and we laid the hides out and everything. I'm not actually sure if I did, and I can't remember. I haven't watched the previous video back just to check. I'm wondering if we actually left the hide and the gut in the bank, because we were trying to dodge the wolves, and I might have done it to lighten the load. I honestly can't remember, so I'm going to go over and have a quick look. So let's go and have a check whether I actually did that or not. So I just have a nagging thing in the back of my head that I might have left it in there. So we are going to go and have a look. And then I'm going to have a think about what to do next. There isn't that much more to do in Milton, if I'm completely honest. We've done the vast majority of it. We're only still here because I'm hoping to be able to build up and craft these things that we've sort of started gathering materials to craft. So, oh, hi wolf! Just about got away with that one. Saw him at the corner of my eye. Okay, whoops. Okay, no, I did take them back over. Okay, never mind. I thought I'd just double check because I wasn't sure. Yeah, I thought I didn't notice that dude here when I came in here the first time around. Okay, so we have already looted this place, so there's not very much. Oh, there's nothing whatsoever, to be perfectly honest, in here worth having a look at. So we just need to head back out. But obviously, I'm conscious there's a wolf outside, and we're going to walk straight into it. Is basically what's going to happen here. So I think I'm just going to run out the door and do what we did last time, just run to the Grey Mother's house. That's basically my plan, and hope that we don't get caught. Well, we appear to have got away with it. Now, I want to try and take this wolf down because I only need one more wolf pelt to be able to make a wolfskin coat. Oh, I've got a rifle on me. Damn! I didn't need to go back in. I was just thinking I need to go in and grab a rifle. I've got one on me. I didn't need to do that. Because I think I might be able to take it down from in this porch without risking an attack. Now, I might actually be wrong because I seem to remember the last time I tried that, I actually did get hit. It managed to get me, even though I was on the porch. So I do think they may have changed it slightly. Okay, there's Wolfie. Let's just see if we can attract his attention, or her attention, which we've done. Not very often I deliberately do this, I'm not going to lie. You see, I think they can actually now get us through these porches, whereas before they couldn't. Where are you, Wolfie? I can hear you. Where are you? I know you're here. Are you going to find your way round? Don't make me come... Please don't make me come out there. I don't want to do that. Hi, there you go. There's Wolf. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, they definitely can. That's definitely a change. That is definitely a change. They never used to be able to do that. That is definitely a change. I was kind of hoping, but I did obviously injure the wolf. I just went for the first thing that I could grab, which was my knife rather than my hatchet, which is the one I normally go with. That could mean that that wolf will drop. Actually, I haven't checked. Oh, I am actually losing blood. I'm an idiot. What was the other one? Infections. Use some antiseptic on that. I just made a schoolboy error there and didn't check for injuries. Okay, so we have done some damage to that wolf. I have no idea if we've done enough for it to drop. The weather is not exactly kind to us at the moment. I don't think it's that bad though. Yeah, the temperature's alright. Oh, you see, this is... It went that way behind the post office. Obviously, I've had a bit of a loss of condition. I'm a little bit anxious to head out and try and find it because I don't want to lose any more condition. You can usually tolerate 2 wolf attacks and get away with it. But if you have a third, that can typically spell disaster. And if this wolf isn't sufficiently weakened... You'll notice I'm doing it anyway, in spite of saying, no, I don't want to do this, I'm very cautious of it. You'll notice that I'm doing it anyway. This is very nerve-wracking, I'm not going to lie. It's a very cluttered area, it's hard to see what's going on. The wolf... I am very, very anxious, I'm not going to lie. Where is this wolf? Oh my, look, it'll just appear and bite my face off. That's what normally happens. Or the bear will sneak up behind me and bite my face off. Okay, there's a wolf, there's a wolf. It's clocked us and it's coming at us. Okay, that didn't work. We're fighting. Well, it's worth another shot. There we go. Well, that only took 3 bullets. That only took 3 of our very precious bullets. Oh yes, you can collect the casings now, I forgot that. You can collect the casings now because of the new mechanic where you can craft. Nope, don't want the meat. I only want the hide and the gut. We should be okay without a fire. Normally I light a fire. You've seen me do this before where I light a fire. That's to stop me from freezing and to keep other nasties at bay. I think right now we don't need to worry too much about it. I'm going to holster that because it's not a very good defensive weapon. Right, let's get ourselves over here. Get ourselves back in the Grey Mother's house quickly. We're not safe on the porch anymore, we've got to bear that in mind. Well, we might be if we are sort of here, but we're not definitely if we're there, so that's something worth remembering. That's definitely a change. Yes, you can actually craft your own ammunition now. It was a new mechanic that came in with the Errant Pilgrim update. You can craft your own ammunition, but you can only do it in the new region. Because that's the only place where the correct workbenches are. But you also have to unlock the workbenches. For anyone who hasn't been to that new region, it's in 2 different levels, and you have to access those 2 different levels from 2 different transition areas, because you can't move between the 2 levels. It's like a lower level and an upper level, and you can't move between them within the region. So you have to go in through 2 different transition areas. And you have to, in order to get into where the workbench is, you have to go and get a code which is on the upper level. So you have to go to one and then go to the other. It's a bit of a faff, but it does give you something interesting to do. So it's certainly good in that respect. Okay, so we've now got our 4th wolf pelt. Put it over here just to keep it neat and tidy. So we've now got 4 wolf pelts in various states of curing. We've got quite a lot of gut in various states of curing. Things are taking, I'm pretty sure, a lot longer to cure than they used to. I'm sure things used to cure quicker than they are these days. But anyway, there we go. So we're actually got quite a nice little stockpile of stuff building up here. So I've got 2 deer hides, I've got 4 wolf pelts. So wolf pelt wise, I've got what I need. If I come here, we want to be able to make a wolfskin coat. We need 4 wolf pelts for that, and 4 guts. So we've got all of that. We need the knife, and we need a workbench, and we need 25 hours. Now there is a workbench, it's outside, so we can use that, so that's not a problem. It's the 25 hours that's going to be the difficult bit, but we'll do it in a few chunks, and then hopefully we can do it. And then this will give us a wolfskin coat, which we really, really want. So something else that I do want, though, are the rabbit skin stuff. So we need to start going out and trying to get some snares set. Obviously I can make snares with some of this gut once it's cured. I can't at the moment because it isn't cured, but I have got 1 snare in my inventory, which is here. So I am going to go and set that snare. I'm just going to eat that piece of wolf meat, more just to, that's that little bit that I had left, so more just to get rid of it than anything else. And we'll drink. Obviously, we didn't end up having a second wolf struggle, so our condition didn't take another hit. So I'm hoping we're okay with that. just to pop back out again. I'm not exactly planning on going far. I saw some rabbits hopping about behind that house there opposite. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and set the snare over by that house. That is my plan. And hopefully, because I saw them sort of hopping about here. But I'm not sure if this is kind of a normal rabbit area. See, these kind of areas around the trees with these sort of bits of grass, that tends to be where you see rabbits. I'm not seeing one right now. Let's grab some sticks. I am running a little bit short of firewood, so I'm going to grab a few sticks. I definitely did see a rabbit bouncing around here, but I'm not seeing any at the moment. Don't see the point in laying snares where there aren't active rabbits, so let's go and have a quick nosy, see if there's any others nearby. This is the problem. I know on some of the other maps where you tend to find rabbits, but I'm not as familiar with Milton. So I'm not quite sure where the best place to put this snare is going to be. I definitely did see one hopping about. It's not there now. Okay. I thought that was a stick there. Okay. Not to worry too much. Just keep grabbing any sticks that I walk past. I'm not going to bother going off the beaten track for them. I'm just kind of keeping my eyes open for rabbits. Or traces. Well, I say traces of rabbits. I mean, really, the only traces you ever see of a rabbit is a rabbit. I don't tend to see any other signs of their existence, to be honest, other than them actually being there. Right, I'm just gonna... Let's do a survey while we're here. Might as well. This is an area I don't think I've mapped so far, so we might as well do a quick survey. Just trying to bring this map together. Okay, well, I'm not really seeing any at the moment. Ooh, was that cattail? We might as well have it. We've got plenty of meat at the moment, but obviously that's not going to last forever. I really was hoping to find some rabbits before I... Okay. This has become the mission of this video, is to... I'm hunting rabbits. Hey rabbits! Here we go. Now this is actually quite harsh because I used to keep rabbits as pets and I was very attached to my little bunnies. So this is a little harsh for me, to be honest. I'm not overly keen on it, but, you know, life is life. This is how it is in a survival situation. I've only got the one snare, so I'm just going to have to set that one snare. I'm going to grab more of these sticks. And I'm going to do another survey while... Whoops. Do another survey while I'm standing over here. Well, it's filled in a little bit more down this way. Okay, so we've set a snare. The snare is up by this house. The house on the hill, as I tend to refer to it. And there are rabbits around here, so I'm going to head down back towards Milton. And we're going to head back, I think, to the Grey Mother's house. I'm going to gather whatever I find on the way. Weather actually right now is quite nice. We're actually above freezing, so this is a good time to be out and about. Just need to watch out for the wolves that may be around. I'm also going to try and start grabbing things like Old Man's Beard and Rose Hips and things like that. I'm conscious of my calorie intake, my food stocks. Obviously, we've exhausted pretty much all of the man-made food that we're going to find on this map, so we are now having to use the natural foodstuffs. So I just want to grab as much as I can. And obviously we do want to have a crack at getting around back to Spruce Falls Bridge and back around to Spruce Falls and explore that area. Which we haven't really explored particularly. Which I think we could probably get to up there. Let's do another survey. We may as well. Okay. Well, that was a waste because it hasn't really done anything for us, has it? But never mind. I think that road probably does lead up to the Spruce Falls Bridge again past the radio tower, so that might be somewhere to think about going fairly soon. Not right now because I don't think I'm carrying a bedroll. No, I'm not. So, ooh, I don't want to be dropping stuff. Not carrying a bedroll, so I do not want to be doing any of that. Okay, I'm going to make my way back to the Grey Mother's house, so I shall see you there. Okay, well, I am back at the Grey Mother's house, and I have realised I have made a little mistake. We do not have a workbench in here. I thought we did, and I think we used to. In an older version of this, when this first appeared, I'm pretty sure there was a workbench in here, but there isn't anymore, so we're going to have to find another workbench to build our, or to craft our wolfskin coat on. I'm fairly sure that there is a couple knocking about in Milton, and I think there's one in the farmhouse. I'm fairly sure there is probably one in the gas station, but we can't get in the gas station because we haven't got a crowbar. We need a pry bar to get into the gas station because it's locked, and we haven't got one, and I haven't found one anywhere on this map. And we have pretty much been everywhere on the map now, and we haven't found one, so unfortunately that might be a little bit of a non-starter. We might not be able to get in the gas station. Which is a little bit of an issue, because that's an area obviously we want to explore. Okay, I'm just going to have a quick nose around to make sure I'm not being totally thick. No, there definitely is not a workbench anywhere else around here, so that has been removed from an older version when I remember it definitely being there. So we're going to have to go and find another one. Should be a problem. There's several knocking about the place, so it shouldn't really be an issue. What time of day are we on? We're midday. We have gathered a few bits and pieces, so I just want to try and drop some things off. Obviously I have sort of been... I've not been as well organised as I normally am, and I've kind of lost track of where some of this stuff is. I've sort of put things in very random places. I'm not being quite as well organised as I normally am. Let's just make sure I haven't got any... I have got a few sort of things that we've gathered. We've got some Old Man's Beard, which we could do with trying to make into Old Man's Beard dressings. We've got some rose hips, and we've got some other odds and ends. I've got quite a few cattails, which is good. Is that where the weight's coming from? I'm slightly at a loss as to why I'm so overweight. I think it might be a combination of my very warm clothing and the fact I'm carrying a rifle, which I know the rifle's heavy, but normally I keep it below the weight limit. Okay, so what I'm going to do then, we're going to do some housekeeping just to round this video off. We're just going to do a little bit of tidying up and some crafting where we can. So let us... what can we craft? Old Man's Beard wound dressing. How many can we craft? 2. Let's do that. So it's always useful to have things like that to hand. Prepared rose hips. How many of those can we do? 1. Okay, that's fine. We'll do that. That gives us 15 minutes of time. Awesome. And we can make a couple of bandages. I'm going to do that because I have actually used some bandages. So I might as well craft all 4 that I can make with the cloth that I'm carrying. We don't need to repair any clothing at the moment, so we might as well do that. And I think, in all honesty, that's all we can craft. I don't think there's anything else available to us. Oh, we can make some tinder plugs, but we don't really need to. And they're from sticks, which we kind of need more as fuel at the moment. Right, I'm just going to sort out my firewood stocks, because I'm carrying an awful lot of bits and pieces. I'm going to get rid of those bits of cedar, and I'm going to get rid of half of these sticks, because we don't need to be carrying quite so many of those. I'll keep the matches, keep the tinder plugs. We'll get rid of some of the cattail heads. Again, don't need to be carrying quite so many. Okay, so that should be good. So let's get rid of a bit of our fire starting stuff into here. but gives us enough to get a fire going if we get caught outside. We have some Old Man's Beard wound dressings, we have some prepared racing mushrooms and some prepared rose hips, so we can make the teas from these, which we'll do. We'll just keep them in here for now. We've got 5 bandages. We don't really need 5 bandages at the moment. We don't really be carrying quite that many, so I'm going to go to my general storage cupboard, which is this one, and I'm going to ditch a few of those bandages. I'm going to get rid of 3 of them. And is there any other medical supplies I can ditch? I kind of need all of that. Yeah, there isn't really anything else I can get rid of, is there? We'll keep all of that, that's fine. Oh, I've got a few odds and ends. I can get rid of that. We may as well get rid of that stray reishi mushroom, because we can't really do much with that at the moment. I have a... oh, yeah, my tin can collection is still growing. Whoops. Every single time I play through this, I end up with a massive collection of tin cans. This one's quite small. I'm pretty sure the one back in Mystery Lake is a lot larger than that. I always keep one on me, but only one. Oh, we've got these spent rifle casings as well, of course. Now, I kind of gathered them up because I think we can make use of them later. But right now, they're no use to me whatsoever. But I do need to make sure I take them back. And if and when we venture to the new region, we need to make sure we take them with us. Even if we're not in a position to make ammunition, at least we can leave them where they're needed. And I think I'm now going to put my rifle down. I don't think I'm going to be using it for the moment. Simply because I've used most of the bullets trying to bring down that wolf. So I'm going to leave that. But I've got 2 rifles, of course, as well, so... okay, so I think that wraps us up for this video. So we are, where are we? Day 23 of this trip through the Long Dark. We are looking in pretty good shape. We have got 4 wolf pelts, which is just going to take some time to cure. We've got a couple of deer hinds, but we can't do much with those. We need a couple more. We've got plenty of food, and we have got plenty of water. I just need to relight this fire, which I'll do the following morning, just to finish off that water. And then hopefully we can think of some more things to do. Unfortunately, we are sort of stuck with just passing time while the wolf pelts are curing. I don't want to go hunting more deer, because that's going to leave me with loads of deer meat that I'm not going to be able to eat before it goes off. So that's a bit of a waste. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to wait until we run out of deer meat before I go hunting another deer. That makes sense. We don't want to crack on too much with that. We will go and check our snare. We'll leave it until overnight, and the following morning we'll go check our snare, see if we can get ourselves another rabbit, and hopefully we can make some more snares as well, so we can get on with some rabbit skin mitts and things like that. So this is the period of crafting in Milton, but we are going to hopefully be able to sort of think about heading back to Mystery Lake fairly soon with all of our loot, and then we can go off to one of the other regions. That's the long-term goal. But right now, thank you very much for joining me as always for some more Long Dark. Please remember, hit the like and subscribe buttons, and of course check out the other videos that I've got on the channel for the Long Dark and Minecraft, which is also a little bit survival-y, which is going to be pretty cool as well. But until next time, take care of yourselves wherever you are, and I shall see you again very, very soon.